Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Melissa with Enchanted Emerald bringing you a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for 2026. Out of the traditional Rider-Waite deck, we have the Five of Swords coming out. So there's a lot of internal conflict happening here. The word that's coming in for you for the year is transformation. Okay, so this is like heralding a new era for you almost, right? Lots of success coming in for you. I do feel you're going to feel like you're at a point of no return though, right? Like this is a critical time and time is of the essence. There is absolutely no more time for you to be wishy-washy, to be confused, not to prioritize yourself, right? Like there's an urgency behind this. And I think that that's really resulting in the urgency, because if you aren't to address some of these things that are creeping up on you, you have a potential to end up in a situation where it's going to be some sort of a knockdown, drag out fight, right? And I think that that's more like a metaphorical fight, right? Like not necessarily between you and another person in a physical way, but I think like for your own psyche, you need to be able to kind of distinguish and decipher whose feelings are whose, what's your feelings, what's their feelings, and really allow yourself to um, set that boundary, really, right? And I think that this is a dynamic shift. A dynamic has changed, right? And you're really just tired of the conflict. It's what I'm feeling with this. And so one of these things are not like the other kind of comes through with this. And so this is a point where you could be looking at situations, people, places, things, really trying to decipher what is it that fuels me, what rejuvenates me, what breathes life into me, and then what situations kind of make me feel tired, exhausted, drained, right? Like they're really pulling at you. And so there's an innocence about you, right, where you're wanting these curious type of energies and interactions with others, right? You want to be stimulating your mind and learning new things and growing and changing how you react. And then there's this other side, not necessarily another side of you, but a situation that's presenting in which it's dogmatic almost, right? Like this person or in this situation, there's a lot of resistance to change. And I think that if it is a person, it could be as a result of them feeling very rigid in their beliefs, right? Believing that their points are the truth and that's the absolute truth, and they're not open to hearing anything else. And so, how you navigate this is going to require a lot of tact, and you're going to have to grow from that. You're going to have to lean into that and grow into it. There's a newness to this. You're going to be responding differently, right? And I think that as you do that, as you start to implement some of those boundaries and things, there's scavengers that will kind of come up, this scavenger type energy that comes in. There's going to be people who are hating. There's going to be people who want to ride your coattails, right? Or throw shade or jealousy energetically at you. And so really pay attention to how you're feeling in certain situations or around certain people or in certain places, okay? I think overall, because you've defined yourself so much based on how you handle things or your role in certain situations, you've just kind of always taken that for face value. Where you start to change and implement new boundaries and grow into maybe prioritizing yourself over that role, allowing yourself that self-care, that self-love, and that self-preservation, and breathing life back into you, I think really you could have a potential to feel a little bit empty. You could feel on the verge of tears, like, well, now what? Like, what is this all for, right? You could feel as though there is a lack of purpose in your life, and that's not true, right? We start to grasp at straws to kind of identify why we're feeling this way and what the barriers and limitations are to that. But the key is for you to start to identify yourself and like your role or who you are in your own life outside of that role, right? So you have that role, but then there's more to you, and it's about expanding into that. And so you're going to start to see the world in a new light. And I think that moments of stillness are going to be the key for this, for you to know when to rest. And, I know that's going to feel like a foreign concept and maybe even be a little bit uncomfortable for you initially, but you're entering some sort of a golden age, Capricorn. Like you have this free will and it's abundant, right? And you're no longer going to be defined by your external circumstances. And so this is really about changing your thoughts, paying attention to those thoughts. Your thought processes will start to shift, and you're going to feel like it's a disaster, right? But remember that that's distorted thinking. We are filtering that through the lens of our own experience or our misplaced um, beliefs regarding our role and what we are here to do and accomplish in this life, right? And there's more to you than being a mom or a sister, right? Or a wife. Or a husband, right? Like there's more to you and who you are at your core. So this is about your strength of character. And I know that you're very determined. And so this is your strength of will that's going to be able to help you to see things through. But you're really going to have to start to think outside the box sometimes. And know that nothing is out of the realm of possibility. So in those quiet moments, that moment of stillness, pay attention to the insights that are coming up for you, because that's what's going to start to breathe that life back into you. You're going to get excited about things, ideas that you're having, right? And start to feel a little bit less drained and exhausted. And the more you lean into that and the more you move forward down that new path, the more you feel good. And that's a really great thing. It's a good energy that you're shifting into. And I think you'll become more refined and really less likely to lose focus. Okay, so this is about bringing things into balance, right? So less struggle, more ease, more flow, and more joy, right? So I think that you're going to maybe make a conscious decision to live and let live, right? Where you are going to adapt to the situation, but know that you aren't that situation, you aren't that circumstance. And so you're going to learn where your focus should be, right? Where your focus should go. Instead of that situation that doesn't feel good, it's a little bit draining. How do you want to feel and what brings you that feeling? If you want joy, what brings you joy? And maybe you don't even know exactly where to start with that, but start learning new things and you'll grow into that joy. And so stay consistent. I know that this takes time for us to pay attention to our thoughts and be mindful of our thoughts and how we're speaking to ourselves. And it will take time to make that a habit. But I think that there is a profound spiritual healing here at a soul level, and it's not done at a doctor, right? It's something that's done in nature. It's something that's done while you're listening to soothing music. It's something that's done when you take time to rest and take a nap when you're feeling tired. It's done when you allow yourself to live in the moment and to be spontaneous and to invite in some of that laughter. And so if there's something that you want to do that you've been putting off, do it. Okay. There's a potential here to risk, jumping to conclusions, but there is a reminder here for you to just understand that you just need to do what feels right for you. Overall, I feel there's a great healing here for you, Capricorn, in 2026. You are leveling up, and I'm so happy for that. So as always, I will be back with another read for you guys again soon. Thank you so much for tuning in, and Happy New Year. Take care.